off my stage.
My girl brought me here. She's trying to change me, Steve, and it ain't gonna happen.
It hurts me a lot because I love him so much.
So you have her have sex with other men? What's the point of that?
The first time it happened was because I owed somebody money.
I feel like a dirty tramp when I do it, but I want to prove to him that I'm strong.
The more crappier I treat her, the more she wants me.
And that makes you feel good.
Yeah.
You can't think that this man loves you.
I know he don't.
You've choked her?
Yeah.
Bruises are up?
That's during sex, though.
If you're gonna say you're abusive to women, you gotta stand up. The option is you saw he walked out that door, or you can go out that door, we can give you counseling, we can offer you support. Whatever door you pick, then we know what decision you made.
My boyfriend Ismael, he's physically and emotionally abusive.
When I was 7 months pregnant, he grabbed my neck and he literally held, my feet were off the ground about this high.
Yes, I had did that.
Why do you stay with this guy?
The reason I'm controlling with her is because of her drug problem.
Well, you didn't tell me that part.
Right, she didn't, Steve.
Welcome to the show. My guest is Seth. Seth, why don't you tell me why you're here?
My girl brought me here today. She's not my girlfriend, but she's trying to change me, Steve, and it ain't gonna happen.
She's not your girlfriend, but she's trying to change you.
Yeah.
Who is this woman to you?
I've dated her for about a year, but we break up, go back, break up, you know.
What do you call somebody that you're in and out of a relationship with?
My bitch.
She okay with that
Yeah,
terminology? And you say that about a woman that you sleep with, obviously, right? What does that make you?
Whatever, I'm a hoe, whatever. I've got 4
I mean,
or 5
come on.
different bitches.
I mean, you say that, but I mean, really, you're a young guy, right? You're like 21 years old. Why would you refer to a woman that way?
Because she ain't to me.
What's that?
Because she ain't nothing to me.
Well, if she's nothing to you. Why?
Because she
why
gives me
even...
money and lets me or have sex with her whenever I want. I do what I want, when I want, where I want, and I can still come back and be with her. She's my bitch.
All right, well, stop using that terminology, okay? Because I'm not comfortable with it. Just... I mean, it sounds like you take advantage of her.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, I know at 21, maybe you don't want to be in a serious, committed relationship, but why be so direct? If somebody's so giving to you, like you said, gives you money, lets you have sex with them whenever you want, wouldn't you be a little appreciative?
I'm appreciative of it.
But you're just going to use derogatory terms towards her?
Yeah.
You're making her...
I don't make her do a damn thing.
You make her have sex with other men?
She says she loves me and she'll do whatever I want.
So you have her have sex with other men?
Mm-hmm.
What's the point of that?
The first time it happened was because I owed somebody money.
Well, why didn't you have sex with them then?
I don't know why.
Was it a man?
Yeah.
Well, it's your debt. Why don't you pay it off?
Because she was willing to do it. She loves me and will do anything and everything I tell her to do when I want.
So you said the
where
first
I
time. What about the other times?
I just seen that she'll do it, so I started doing it.
Did you watch the men having sex with her?
No. It was a threesome.
Oh, so you were actually involved in it?
Yeah. The more crappier I treat her, the more she wants me.
I don't know. Maybe she's thinking, hey, this guy lets me sleep with other men.
When I'm there, yeah.
Now, do you love this woman?
Nah.
Any feelings at all?
Nah.
So I'm told you control her, right?
Yeah.
You take her money and you spend it on drugs?
Mm-hmm. She don't even use drugs. She just does
What
whatever
kind of
to make
drugs
me
do you
happy.
use?
Smoke weed, a few hallucinogens, things like that.
You've choked her?
Yeah.
And why do you choke her?
It's only happened twice. The first time she tried to put her hands on me and hit me, and I just choked her ass, yeah, I think I can say that. Choked her ass up and let her know that it ain't gonna go down like that. You put your hands on me and I'm gonna take care of it.
So if a woman hits you, you're gonna be violent with her?
No, I ain't never hit her, but I'll choke her up and
Choking
let
is
her
even
know.
worse than hitting, you know, because it's a form of you could actually kill somebody that way. You understand that, right? Now, if you're going to have no respect for women and you're going to admit to physical abuse, yeah, you were having fun, you like having sex with other men with your girl, I can say, okay, but if you're going to say you're abusive to women, you got to stand up. And I'll stand up with you. And just to go through the list real quick, you busted her lip.
No.
You didn't do that?
I never hit her. Never.
You never busted her lip?
No.
Bruises are up?
Maybe. That's during sex, though.
Has parties in her house. Police have been called so many times they threaten to seize the house.
Mm-hmm.
Brings drug dealers in the home. Drug dealers have threatened to shoot her house. Why have they threatened to shoot her house?
Because I got robbed and they were pissed.
Oh, because they somehow got robbed of their drugs?
Mm-hmm.
This young lady that you're in and out of this relationship, does she ever tell you that she wants you to stop behaving like this?
No, because she knows I won't. She don't like it. Deal with it.
Does she tell you she doesn't like it?
Nope.
But why? This is a human being. No matter what you think about her, she's a human being. Why would you treat another human being like that?
Because
I mean, listen. What I'm saying is, I'm sure when I was 21, there was times I was jerky or a jerk off to somebody. You know what I mean? It happens. But going on and on and on. And the one thing I never understood was using somebody else for their money. Like, so what? They got money. Why?
I don't use her for it. She gives it to me.
Well,
I don't say, hey, can I have this?
Okay,
She
what
says,
did you
here,
say?
you can take
No,
this and do
I
what you
got
want.
my own money. I work. Do you work?
Nope.
Why not?
Because all the females take care of me.
Come on. What does that pay? I mean, how do you?
I survive.
And that's your goal in life?
Not hurting.
You want women to take care of you?
Whatever.
I mean, you sound like, a whore.
I feel like a dirty tramp when I do it, but I want to prove to him that I'm strong.
You can't think that this man loves you.
I know he don't.
The option is you saw he walked out that door, or you can go out that door, we can give you counseling, we can offer you support. Whatever door you pick, then we know what decision you made. You don't know why you picked up your pregnant wife by her throat and strangled her?
Because we're always arguing.
And what was going through your mind at that moment? I love you. So as long as somebody's willing to be mistreated, you'll mistreat them.
The more of I act to her, the more she calls me up, the more she tries, and the more she wants me back.
And that makes you feel good.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? I want to talk to her. I'm going to ask you to leave the stage, and we'll bring you back out.
All right.
This is girlfriend, sometimes girlfriend. Let's bring her out. Here's Christie. So you know this guy that was just on the stage?
Yes.
And who is he to you?
To me, he's my boyfriend. Been with him for a year.
You've been with him for a year. You're backstage and you're listening. And when you hear you say he's your boyfriend, when you hear him say the things he says, what are you thinking back there?
It hurts me a lot because I love him so much, and I do everything for him to show him, and he just runs me over like I'm just a mat.
Why do you let him treat you that way?
Because I believe when you love someone, no matter what they do to you, you will always be by their side.
Oh, come on, man. That's not my definition of love. I mean, you love somebody and you stay committed and you stand by their side as long as they're giving it right back to you. I mean, love isn't a one-way street.
Yes, but I know there's good in him. I know there is. I'm not.
But he's not giving you any of it.
I'm
Whatever's
a survivor
good
and a
inside him,
fighter.
he's not giving it to you.
I
mean-
realize that, but me being strong and stuff, maybe one day it'll show him that there is a woman out there that won't up and leave him and hurt him, someone that does care for him, and someone that wants to be with him. I don't care the sacrifices I have to take. When I love someone, I will prove it to them no matter what. It may sound crazy, but it's not.
No, it sounds like low self-esteem is what it sounds like.
And he does refer me as his girlfriend. And he says to his friends, I'm his bitch. I'm his, I'll do whatever for him because she loves me and I have it like that. And he's had people coming from the bars and stuff and they, straight people having threesomes. Yeah, that sounds like, I feel like a dirty tramp when I do it and stuff, but I want to prove to him that I'm strong. I'm not some coward.
How are you making the relationship better? How are you showing you love him by agreeing to have sex with other men? Like,
I don't do it because, to show him I love him. I do it because that's what he wants. And I do it.
if he told you to have sex with the dog, would you have sex with the dog?
Yeah, I really wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. That's disgusting. Come on.
I think
And
it's
I feel like
disgusting
a
to have
tramp
sex with some
afterwards.
man you don't
Yeah,
know.
I feel like
and
a
he's
tramp.
watching.
I feel like a tramp.
Well, then why don't you say no to that then?
I do. And he's like, well, if you're a woman at all, if you've got a backbone, you'll do it.
If you have a backbone, you'll do it.
I don't want to look like a weakling. I want
If you had a backbone, you'd say, no, you sleep with them.
I know, but I don't want to look like a weakling to him. I don't want to show him that I'm
How do you
a
think
coward.
you look?
I know what I look like.
I'm saying, when you agree to do something like that, what do you think you think you're looking like a strong person? Obviously, this does hurt you. You can't think this is good. You can't think that this man loves you.
I know he don't.
My God, all that you're willing to do for this man, there's probably some guy watching saying, wow, I mean, I'd probably treat her 10 times better and she wouldn't have to do any of that for me. I mean, he controls you, right?
Yes.
He tells you what to do, when to do it.
I don't want to look like a weakling, so I do take. I want to look strong. I'm tired of being the weakling.
Well, then you know how you look strong? You say, listen, you want to be with me, you're with me and me only. I'm not going to do whatever you say. If you want to be with me, just be nice to me. And if you're not, then I'm not going to spend another day with you. Do you have a future with this guy?
I want to have a family with him.
The option is you saw he walked out that door, or you can go out that door, we can give you counseling, we can offer you support. Whatever door you pick, then we know what decision you made.
You are the five.
Get off my stage! Now, he says he didn't do this, but you must have told one of my producers that he busted your lip.
Yeah, he's backhanded me before because I said something stupid and embarrassed him in front of his friends, and it wasn't like.
You embarrassed him.
Yeah, but he just went like that, and it wasn't real bad, but it made it bleed.
He slapped you in the face and he busted your lip open. I don't know how you make that sound any better. He puts bruises on you.
Yeah.
He says it's only during sex.
No, that's a lie. When he's with his friends and stuff, he's like, see, my bitch can take this, and he grabs me, and he pulls my hair and pushes me down and stuff, and I tell him to stop. And he's like, well, you're a so then I take it, and I try not to show him emotions, but I go off and I cry.
Enlighten me here. What is there to love about this guy?
I know there's good in his heart. He's just been hurt a lot, and he's been failed a lot. Everybody's watched
So
out
because
on him.
he's been hurt, he gets to hurt you?
No, that's not right, but I'm used to it. I've been through this ever since I started dating. This is, like, to me, natural.
Maybe you're picking the wrong guys.
I don't want to be with no one else. I want to be with him. When I hold him and stuff, that's all I want to be with. I'm the kind of person when you love someone, you stand through their hard times. And if they don't, you know, if you had enough and you walk away and they don't
Yeah,
learn
you stand
from
through the hard times, but there's supposed to be some good times. You have a future with this guy?
I want to have a family with him. He can grow up, I mean, and change. It doesn't mean I'm going to have a family with him right now. No, I want to have a stable when he...
Can you imagine this guy being a father?
No, he took care of a little girl for 13 months, and he changed his life for her.
Yeah, and because he got hurt with that, now he's going around mistreating everybody.
He wants a baby, and I know he changed for
And
that
you're
little
going to
girl.
give him a baby?
Not right away, no. Not until he can get help and be a better person. If
He
can't,
doesn't want help. He doesn't see anything wrong with what he's doing. Look at
Yeah.
him. Look at him on screen. I mean, he's been backstage this whole time listening to his story, and he's laughing at you. I mean, if I was just looking at him, I'd be laughing too, you know. You see a clown, you laugh. But I see somebody crying on my stage that's deeply hurt, and I don't think that's funny. Here's the deal. This isn't a one-time mistake. He's doing it over and over again, and you're making excuses for him. It's not, you're not saying his behavior is, I'm not taking it anymore, he's being a jerk. I mean, really, I'm thinking you're coming out here saying, help me get away from this guy. You're saying he needs love and support.
maybe not for me. He needs counseling, but he's not going to do it. I can't make him do what he don't want to do. But maybe this, me coming out here, will show someone.
How about
that's
counseling for
watching
you,
this.
saying, you know, we got to toughen you up. We got to say, you know what, you're good enough to have somebody to treat you decently. How about counseling for you? Not him, counseling for you.
Maybe someone watching this will learn from my mistakes, and they'll see, look how stupid she looks. I'm not going to let a man do that.
You know what? I think most people are watching feel like me. I feel sorry for you. And I want to say, hey, wake up. Wake up. Stop doing this to yourself. Stop letting him do this to you.
Yeah, look
I'm
at the tears flow. Well, yeah, that's what happens when you have a big heart and you let too many jerks in.
Okay, so what do we do about it?
Get a backbone. And show him.
Get a backbone. You know, you're telling people, you're saying maybe people at home will watch and they won't do the same thing you did. You want to help other people, but you don't want to help yourself?
I care about everybody but myself.
Well, you need to start caring about
I don't
yourself.
care.
Why not?
If I can't get a guy like him to care about me, then what's the use of caring about
Why
yourself?
would you want a guy like that to care about you? Do you want to stand up to him? Do you want to
Yes,
say
I do.
something to him? All right, well, then bring him on.
When I was 7 months pregnant, he grabbed my neck and he literally held, my feet were off the ground about this high.
I know this is tough for you, and I only want to do what you want to do here. But as far as giving him anything, I'm not going to do it because he just chooses to be that way. He doesn't need counseling to treat you decently. It's not like, you know, he's an addict or anything else. No, he's just being a goof, a jerk. So there's no counseling for that. Just snap out of it. Just look at what he's doing to you. If he can't just look at you and say, man, I'm making her cry, I'm making her feel that way, then you stop doing it. But if you want to stand up to him, if you want to talk to him, this could be either the end of the show right now, or I could bring him out. But I don't know if I'm real comfortable with bringing him out, but I'm going to leave that up to you. Do you want to stand up to him? Do you want to say something to him? All right, well, then bring him out.
So what's up, Steve? You need something from my girl? I'll hook you up too. It's whatever.
How can you do this to me when you know I love you? How can you be such a jerk to me and sit there and do this to me? I love you so much.
Because you don't mean to me.
I want to be with you, but I can't be with someone that can't love me back. I'm tired of being your doormat. So you know what? Yeah, well, guess what? When you're dead, when you're found dead and stuff because you OD'd on something or because someone beat the heck out of you because the way you treat their daughter, you won't have me to be leaning on. You'll be dead.
I got 5 others. Why do I need you?
You're going to bury yourself alive. And when you try to dig your way out, I won't be there. I'll be the one putting the dirt over you. You think you're all that?
I know I am.
You're a chump.
You're right, but you still stay with me.
Oh, yeah? What if I said to hell with you and walk out?
Go for it. Go for it. Right there's the door.
There's a guy in this audience that could find me
Anybody
pretty.
want her? Come on, y'all can have her. It's whatever.
Yeah, you think you're all that. Wait until all the girls around here see how you really are.
It's cool.
Yeah, whatever.
It's a
just
good-
like
it's
None of the rest of them are dumb enough to stick with me when I act like I do. Like
because I freaking love you. I'm not a quitter. I'm a fighter.
No, you're a dumb bitch.
Honestly, when I hear him talk the way he talks to, it does make me mad. But the truth of it is, you kind of got to get mad. You kind of got to be the one that
I'm
says,
not the one in the wrong here, Steve. I'm 21 years old. I don't care.
I don't care about you.
I'm having a good time. She's dumb to stick
I don't
with it.
listen. Just shut your mouth, and I'm talking to her. If you can't shut your mouth. You know what? You're 21 years old, and you are an out-of-shape, fat loser, and I don't know how anybody... I try not to wish bad on anybody, but with all your drug use, I hope someday that you're involved in a three-way that you're not comfortable with, and maybe that'll happen in prison. Get off my stage. Go. But here's the sad part about this story is, truthfully, he's not getting anything from me, my show. We can give you counseling. We can offer you support. You said you came here for support and love for him. I think the audience has showed you love and support the whole show. I tried to. We got great counselors. We've had people on the show that have beaten drug addiction, prostitution, all kind of just overcame the greatest hurdles in life. This is just getting away from a jerky young guy that totally mistreats you. It shouldn't be that high of a hurdle. Unfortunately, this is a hurdle that a lot of people trip over all the time. And when the show's over, and this is the end of the show, you really can make a difference in your life, or you could be honest with yourself, nah, I really want to go back to him. And nobody can make you do what we want you to do. So the option is, you saw he walked out that door, and you all of a sudden you got strong, and I commend you for having backbone and standing up to him at least once. So you can go out that door, and we're going to give you counseling and help you and make you realize you deserve much better than what this guy can offer or the way he treats you. Or it's real life, and you go out that door because you know you're going to be with them. And you don't even have to tell me. Whatever door you pick, then we know what decision you made.
Yeah.
was using cocaine. I have a daughter who's 2 years old, and I got her taken from me due to drugs.
You are the five.
Get off my stage! Tori, you called. Why did you call?
I called because my boyfriend Ismail, he's physically and emotionally abusive and very controlling. And I think it's due to my past history.
What's your past history?
At the age of 15, I was very stupid and young, and I was using cocaine. And I finally stopped doing drugs when I was 20 years old. I have a daughter who's 2 years old, and I got her taken from me due to drugs. And I think he's just really scared about me going back to drugs. That's why he won't let me have any friends. I can't like go to the store by myself without him there. I can remember a time when I was 7 months pregnant. We were fighting about something, and I was in the bathroom, and he took me and he grabbed my neck, and he literally my feet were off the ground about this high, and I'm out to here, pregnant. And that could have killed.
He grabbed you by the neck and he picked you off your feet.
Yeah.
And why did he do that?
I can't remember why we were fighting. Maybe it was because, you know.
You must have been shocked when he did this.
Yeah.
So he's fearful that you're going to go back to using cocaine. So he controls you, he physically and emotionally and verbally abuses you. I mean, what could you drive you more back to cocaine than treating you that way? I'm going to ask you a real simple question. Why do you stay with this guy?
I have nowhere else to go. I burned every bridge that you can possibly think of. My mother, my father, my cousin, my sister, and everyone in my family, you know, friends included, that I did have. The only place that's left for me is a shelter, and I don't want to go to that because I know what comes along with that, which is drugs.
And you love him?
I love him because he has gotten me off drugs. He does provide a roof over my head.
Is that the reason why you love him? Because he got you off drugs?
Some of it, yeah.
I mean, is there romantic love? Is there deep feelings of love for him, for who he is?
Yeah.
There is?
There is.
And you want to stay with him, or?
Only if he can get help. He hasn't touched me since February, but it's still a lot of emotional abuse that I can't handle. I'm to the point where...
What kind of emotional abuse?
You know, he'll call me names, or when I was using, you know, I did sleep around for drugs. I did, you know, steal money for drugs, and he will bring that up. You know, that's emotional abuse to me because I forgave myself. I don't need someone throwing that in my face.
Why would you tell him about the sleeping around with guys for drugs?
Because some of the guys that I did sleep with were his friends.
So you didn't really tell him.
No. I did tell him some things that I have done, like in detail, because he might want to know.
In detail? That's a bad idea.
No, I know.
Bad idea.
But
is there any reason why he would treat you this way? It's just because of your past?
I don't know. I don't know if that's why he's holding it against me. Like,
Do you ever ask him?
Yeah, I ask him, and he, you know, he just says he's like that with me because of what I do to him. You know, like if I say something wrong or if I disrespect him.
Do you say things about his past, or?
I have.
What's his past?
You know, he has a prison record.
So he went to jail, and are you okay with his past going?
Yeah, I'm okay with his past, you know. He's just really not okay with mine, and...
so what do you want to happen today?
I want to confront him and let him know that if he does not stop, whether it's physical, like the physical, emotional, and controlling part of my life, it is done and over with, and I no longer want him in my life.
You don't know why you picked up your pregnant wife by her throat and strangled her?
Because we're always arguing.
And what was going through your mind at that moment? I love you. You have what? A little girl, a little boy?
I have a little girl.
You got a little girl?
Yes.
And if she grew up someday, some guy was treating her as you as the mother, what would you think? What would your advice be to your daughter?
It would be to leave him as soon as possible.
All right, well, the same advice you give your daughter, take for yourself. Let's bring Ismail out. Here's your chance. You don't have to worry. I'm with you. How you doing?
How's it going, Steve?
Good.
I just want you to know that if you don't stop controlling my life, if you put hands on me one more time, if you talk anything mean to me one more time, it is done. I am not going to stay in this relationship any longer. And that is it.
You want to respond to that?
Yes. The reason I'm controlling with her is because of her past. I mean, we had our daughter December 23rd. I had my daughter for 8 days before she got taken away because of her drug problem.
Well, you didn't tell me that part.
Right, she didn't, Steve.
But let's get to the issue of while she's pregnant, she says you're choking her, you're picking her up off her feet.
Yes, I did that, and I had
Okay,
apologized for that.
you're so upset about your child taken away, but your child is in her belly, and you're strangling her and picking her up. How is that good for your child? You could end your child's life very easily. Did you think about that?
No, I didn't.
What did she do that you did that?
I don't even remember what
You
the
don't even
argument
remember?
was. No.
You don't know why you picked up your pregnant wife by her throat and strangled her? You don't remember why?
Because we're always arguing. And we argue about the smallest things. And it
So
escalates
it
into
could
a
have been a
bigger
small thing?
And it escalates into a big thing with her. I mean, she's constantly verbal abusing me, hitting me, pushing me around. I mean, she's only a little girl. But, you know, yeah, I respond, I'll push her back, and she'll happen to fall or whatever. I don't mean to hurt her.
I don't care that you swear.
I don't mean to hurt her.
What I don't get over is
I try to defend
you
my-
actually picked this little girl up, this woman. She's pregnant with your child. You grabbed her around the throat. You picked her up off her feet, and you don't know why. You don't remember why.
I don't remember.
Not like you
She
caught
doesn't
her
remember
in
why
bed
either.
with another man, 2 men, you know.
Does she remember why?
Do you remember why?
Because
Does
that's how our fights are.
Does she need
our
to
fights
remember
are
why?
so small.
She remembered you choking her.
Right, I remember choking her as well.
And what was going through your mind at that moment? I love you. You were about to say for 2 days after that.
Yeah. I didn't tell you this, but after you did that, 2 days, I did not feel my daughter move inside of me for 2 days. 2 days, I did not.
His daughter too.
Yeah, our daughter, I did not feel her move, and I didn't tell you because I was scared. You would say, well, if you wouldn't have did whatever that I did, if I did something, that you wouldn't have done that.
Do you abuse her? You must have been listening to
No.
everything she says. Well, you do abuse. You physically abuse her. You admitted that.
I mean, that was a long time ago.
How long you been dating?
15 months?
How long ago was it? 15 months ago?
No, about 8 months ago, 9 months ago.
Oh, so that was like ages ago.
Well, I mean, the way time be going. I'm in love with her. I want us to be good together.
She says you still emotionally abuse her,
I
you
want to
verbally abuse
She
her?
does the same to me.
Then break up.
I love her.
I hear this all the time. I love her. I love him. If you are fighting over the littlest things, they become big things, and you have to call each other names and physically and verbally and emotionally abuse each other, guess what? You're not in love. I'm not a doctor. I'm not the love doctor. Not every relationship is made to be saved. It really isn't. Just because you have a child together, I'm sorry, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some psychologist watching a show or some love guru will call up and say, you should have tried to patch them together. But neither one of you have said any reason why I would say, oh, you should stay with them. I'm sorry, I'm a common sense guy. Keep bringing up her past, you're bringing up his past. You say you love each other? No, there's no act of love here. There's no love. And you're staying together what? So you can abuse each other more? Well, what counseling for what? Counseling to get all this? It's not going to change the fact she's always going to be a recovering cocaine addict. You're always going to be somebody that served time in prison who had a wife. That's the way it is. If you can't get past that, then how are you together? You don't let her go out. She can't have a cell phone. You're worried because of her past that when she was hooked on cocaine, she was sleeping with a lot of guys.
Yes.
But you come into her life, you start, she tells you this, right?
Yes.
You know about it. She slept with some of your buddies.
And family.
And some of your family.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know this going in. She slept with the friends and family plan. The answer's easy. If I was a cop and I came to your house or on the street, I'd be telling you the same thing I'm telling you now. Just find somebody else. I don't see anything to stay in this relationship. Even your child, you don't even have your child. The one thing that you could hang on to is, okay, we got a child together. You don't have it. Now, what I'm going to do is, because we want you to be better people, you obviously got problems. You keep kids taken away. You're putting your hands on women. You shouldn't be. So we're going to offer you individual counseling. You can go. We'll offer counseling. You go individual. But as far as couples, I'm not wasting my time with this anymore. Break up. That's it. Everyone's got something to say about the Steve Wilkos Show. Whether you love it, hate it, or have a funny comment, drop a line in Steve's mailbag at stevewilkos.com. If I read your email on there, I'll send you a free t-shirt. Here's my first email. The issues you deal with daily are destroying the lives of people who are too weak to put an end to them. They're ruining their children in the process. Every day I see young men and women with great potential throw their lives away. They simply attempt to hide behind lame excuses. Your show reveals those excuses and holds people accountable. Thank you. On this show, we've helped children from being tortured or starved. We helped women get away from drug-addicted, abusive husbands, and we've helped young teens get off the streets and stop prostituting. Maybe someone watching at home will be inspired to get help for themselves or prevent someone they know from being abused. Lighten up, Steve. Stop inviting people on your show so you can dog them. You're only a man. You're going to mess around and have some crazy person come after you for being stupid. No, I'm not going to lighten up on deadbeat dads or mothers who starve their children. I tell it like it is, plain and simple. If you don't get that by now, just keep watching. You'll get it eventually. Brian wrote my next email. It makes me sick to see these low-life, no-good, worthless people dragging down our society. I wish you could host a show 24 hours a day so that more of these lazy, pathetic, stupid people could be put in their place. Thank God someone in America still has morals. 24 hours a day? I don't think we have enough chairs to last that long. Here's my next email. I will always watch your show as I believe you're doing something even the courts can't do. Many of our guests who ask for help have already gone through the court system. Even if they did achieve what they wanted in court, that doesn't mean the case is closed in their hearts. We really try to help everyone get closure here on the Steve Wilkos Show. Thanks for watching. I'm a schizophrenic and was using drugs along with my medications. After watching your show, I started to hear your voice in my head screaming at me, calling me scum and telling me to get off drugs. I'd stand for hours because you wouldn't let me sit on your stage. So I quit doing drugs and your voice disappeared. I feel better than ever. I take my medications every day and my symptoms have stopped. At first, I thought this email was totally fake. Then I thought about how many people write in and ask if my show is fake. Something tells me this guy is for real, and he's earned a t-shirt. And for my last email, if they do a Simpson movie with real actors, I'll vote for Steve as Homer Simpson. Love you, Steve. I'd have to eat a lot of donuts to really get into that character. Get off my stage!